Well, alrighty then. So this is Foundry, a brand new game that's not even out on Steam yet. Been following a couple other folks who play this game and really have been enjoying playing it myself. So I went ahead and started a little bit of a playthrough just to get through some of the beginning things. Effectively, you have deposits that you need to mine. They are mined by these devices here. Use a loader here to go onto a belt, go into a smelter to make different items. And then, as I always follow Nilaus and like his setups, especially when it comes to having a main bus set up, following one of the examples he did in one of his first looks at this and setting up a main bus with the different parts. So every product, don't really have to do it for every product, but I've been trying to do it for most of the products, and as you see, I've just got the first two. Here's the other primary resource we start off with. Iconium or something akin to that. Again, miners don't care, they just mine. Comes into a smelter. This one's making rods. And I have a storage container here. I figure I'm going to be using a lot, so I'm not limiting how much it's going to collect. And then, in order to build things and get powered, it has to be on these plates that we build. If it's not going to get powered. The research center here does not require power, but if I wanted to use the automatic loading of it, then I would have to put one of the loaders back here and power it by putting some of those plates around to connect it to here. Because these biomass generators are my primary source of power at the moment. Shortly I should be getting into solar power, which would fix a lot of power issues at the moment. But I'm just going to go ahead and start working on getting some automation of some of the more important things. I don't know how much space I'm going to need. Let's just do 15 by 50. See what that does. Yes, I did it. Looking for the conveyor balancers, that way I can start splitting belts. That one started. But I can't do anything because I have to manually craft the research packs for it. So for here, go ahead and create some assemblers. And I'm already creating some scientific. Right? Any keys? And then, unlike other games where it takes time to research or you have to put in a certain amount of science and then it takes time to unlock this, you put it in, boom, it's done. So I could come in here and manually drag it over or click on it. Or you can just hit this icon and it will automatically take it out of your inventory and put it in there. Also, we have multiple hot bears, but I haven't filled them in yet. And I know I have a little bit of spaghetti here, but wanted to have it on this side of this connection here. Because I wanted to be able to continue this and expand it if I needed to have more. Just finish these last two tags and we'll get some stuff going. that's happening, I'll go mine some more biomass. One of the fun things I've noticed about this game, especially since I'm playing in the experimental branch, is I start my drill, and where the drill hits the object, that's where it starts the animation for mining the item. So like here, if I'm starting in the middle, it's there. But if I drag it off to the side, it starts wherever the drill hits. Just thought that was a fun little thing. Very Minecraft-esque. I don't play Minecraft, don't like Minecraft. But I like this. Biomass now. That won't be finished yet. Oh, the second light. Okay. So, alright. Assembler there. Craft up a couple more. So these are logistic containers where they take different parts, much like Factorio, where if you don't have parts but you have the raw materials for it, it will auto-craft the materials to create the items that And I do have solar power up here, I just haven't had a chance to get it set up yet. And these numbers are indicating how many stacks of this can you make. So like with the building blocks, the place that we have to build on, each building block that you create makes 5 building blocks. But here at the logistics container, it's a 1-for-1. With the belts, it's 2 conveyors per the 1 that you make. So it's some interesting ratios there. So first thing I'm wanting to do. You also have this panel that tells you where it's going to be facing. It can be faced anywhere, because the 3 squares that you see on all 4 sides are where materials can be brought in. So it can be brought in at any angle. It just has to be brought in one of those spots. But the panel is what allows you to have the interface. So here, I'm wanting to go ahead and create one of my first items here, the machinery parts, which requires just xenoferrite plates. So that is my second belt here. We're thinking on my part. So what we can do is move those, and so my hotbar, I haven't even made my splitters yet. Just finished researching them. There. Now our splitters, they can auto snap to different mounts. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get it to connect this one lane. It's not wanting to work with. All right, dang it. Probably one of the things I dislike about this game is it's a little hard to see at times. So let's put one there. That way I can stack on top. Let's remove the bottom one. Now, if there was, you don't have to do it that way. It's just it had to do it that way because of how we're doing it this first time. It wants to snap to the one side of the belt that it can reach, and so it's wanting to snap to the other side. So what we do to break this off from the belt, we have our splitter. We have a ramp here. If you hold right click, you get the option to select how it goes down. So that goes down. We'll take the plates off and our belt. However we tell it to start, that is how it will go. And here, then those belts. And I need more belts. Alright. So one of the things that I learned playing through it a little bit in my last playthrough, which was getting to be quite successful, was bring it in on the side of the assembler, which means I do have some wasted space here. I can reclaim these blocks if I want to. I will want to put my loader off to the side. So as you see, it has the belt and building sides. So it takes 3 blocks to put. But if we put it this way, then that means I can expand continuously out this way and still continue to be able to add an assembler if I need more parts to be created. But before I put that down, I want to go ahead and put down a box, put it off just a little bit. About there. Because what we're going to do here is this is where our parts are going to be put. So as you see, we can spin it around, put it there. With these, you have to select output or input, or you just set it to default. And if you set it to default, and this is supposed to be an out, then you have to come here and toggle it. And it changes color to signify. Or I just get in the habit of making sure that I put my output. This is going to be in my... So I've made it this way because the assemblers are 3 wide. So if we follow the path, I can screw up by the numbers. All right. This needed to be 1 over. Thankfully, you get all your parts back. I had it there, then I need to have it here. I need to have it 2. Loader 1, 2. Yeah. There. Put here. And we can put our assembler. Just a little room. Alright. So now, hopefully I can screw this up again. No, I didn't. Yay. Right, so this only requires 1 component. So we're going to be starting off by making the machinery part. Requires this is the xenofiring plate. And because it's on the platform, it's already powered. Taking in the plates and making them. Now we just need to put our output, connect our belt. We're going to be using a lot of plates. We already have our plates in a box over there. So these are electrical parts and limit how much. I know that these are going to be used a lot, so I'm just going to go ahead and make half a box of them. So while that's filling, continue my platform. Almost all your resources in the early game is going to be platforms. And I have to jump up to get too wide. And I make it too wide for each lane because get back up here. The splitter requires 2 blocks wide, so we have to maintain a block between each belt in order for everything to be assembled properly. Turn our belt. Flip around again. Now we have our new belt. Belts, platforms, always in need. But most of the parts require these parts, so before you can automate getting the... Oh, bugger, I did that wrong. There we go. Reclaim some of these boxes just so. So now as you see, I got all those blocks back. No, I haven't done the math to figure out the proper sizes. I'm just eyeballing it, winging it, shall we say. So, got our machine parts crafting. So we can come back and pick up a stack of those if we want them to be made easier. What do we want to build next? So next component we want is the wires, because these wire coils then make electrical components. I'm not quite certain what all... Apparently I just went and made it. What requires it? So if I'm wanting to automate power lines in the future, I need to have wire coils. Rods, these machinery parts, and the electrical components. Yeah. And we're just going to go ahead and automate the wires, since this is the next easiest one. It just requires the technum rods. And then the one after that will be electronic components. Let's go and get some more of these building. More. So this is just a little starter setup that I had here. Eventually, when I'm getting past let's just create what we need for right now, and I need to expand more, then I will be making a more permanent solution. Okay. I'll be 250, so that's good. It was in my way. This is a way. Okay, so I'll leave a little bit of space. which means I can go that and splitter. I wonder, it'd be easier if I was to set it up like this. Yes, very good, very good. And need more belts. Always need belts. Okay, so while that's crafting away, so belt will go here. No, I can change that. Yeah, let's save a little bit of space. Do it that way, like that. This row. So hard to see sometimes. There for right now. Put it into here. Belt 2 over. And so. I'd lose my head if my brain wasn't attached. That's what I want there. But this... and our intake. One to make wire. Output. Us, because we're not going to be acquiring a lot of this. I'm just going to have it save 2 stacks. That should start crafting away. Up. Can we figure out why this is not working? I can tell you it's because that says input. Oh, like that. So now that's crafting away. I don't have to extend them out. Why not? That's what we have to do. Now, one of the things you can do, one of the things about this is the box will sit there and be a buffer. So as it comes in, it gets brought into the box. But if the box fills, it'll just continue on its way, because we're going to put this onto our main bus. So the belt will just continue on, and if this slows down, and keep the belt full. So now we're going to have to add on again. So that out to 2, on up, belt. Ramp up. Now we have our first 2 components on the bus outside of the starter tube. And as you can see, this is where a whole bunch of resources just get put into expanding your base to begin. It looked wrong. And I didn't like how it smelled. Alright, so starter xenoferrite. No power. Wondering why it was so quiet. This is where I really need to get solar made. Because we can see that we're already using quite a lot of electricity. This is about 600 kilowatts at the moment. And these can produce 800 kilowatts each. So they're almost halfway utilized, which in and of itself isn't a problem. Just I have to keep feeding them. So that means they go farming trees. It's not one thing, it's another. Alright, so while I'm at it then, let's go ahead and make ourselves we need the one transformer. We will need poles. Solar panels. We're definitely going to need batteries, but I'll get the components for them. Oh, they call it. Alright. Components. What do I have? Hardly anything. Thankfully, almost everything we need is just rods or plates. That's the reason I got those automated to be. Right. Ten of each. Need more rods. Now we just have to wait for everything to craft. In the meantime, go ahead and set up a small area for We could connect it. I'm going to keep each of the power areas separate. As we'll see shortly. Power comes in a high voltage and a low voltage side. So that's the base of a solar panel. A row for power poles, and then batteries. So at minimum, 6x3 is the minimum for a power pole, a solar panel, and a battery. I am not going to have. No. Which means, you guessed it, more plates and rods. I know people don't like floating things. I personally don't care. I just want it all on the same level. No, if in at all possible. This is 5. Take all of those. So while we're waiting for stuff to craft, here is the starting biome where we're at. As we see, we can see our bases is slowly coming together with our main bus going on, our xenophyrite, our technum, and I've already pre-dug on both sides of the deposit so I can put more miners around it to be able to mine more quickly out of each of the deposits. Now, in this starting area, I only have the one xenophyrite, but I have 2 technums. So I'll need to, at some point, not in this stream, but run around outside, try to find where there are more, think about how I can get them back into the main base. In the early tech, there really isn't an easy way other than to belt it all. I haven't even really gone through the mid game yet in just my regular play to see if there is an easier way to do it. No like transporters, no like trains or anything. So it's just a matter of all belting. But I'll figure that out eventually. Check on that. Can't be losing power like we. Let's go kill some more trees. Love protests for save the trees. Writing on poster board, which is made from trees. I just love it. It's the irony. Searching. Oh yeah, second land loader, which I need more resource. Search pad. I can't make it. But eventually that's going to be one of the things we're going to automate. Oh, platforms are being made. Good. battery, transformer, cable. Okay. So, as I was saying, solar power, all the buildings have to be on the platform. If they're hanging off, then they're not going to work. That has to be on here. And then our battery is 3x2. Put that there. And yes, I know, Nilaus, I'm copying you specifically because you do make some damn good efficient designs. Put our pole in the middle, then connect our devices. Now, it is generating 250 megajoules, 300 kilowatts. It's generating 300 kilowatts to fill 250 megajoules. I forget what the ratio is on this, but oh, here. 1 watt is 1 joule per second. So that tells you how much storage you can have. So let's go ahead and start making more. Before I do that, go ahead and put the transformer down over here. Pole. Connect our wire. So, what this does is these are working on their local side. These are high voltage lines. From the high voltage into the plates here to power the equipment, we require a transformer. Now the transformer says on the high voltage grid, we're generating 270-ish kilowatts. We are draining 300 kilowatts. The transformer has a maximum capacity of 5 megawatts. And our base is consuming 700-ish kilowatts. Thankfully, well, until just now, our biomass generators were not working. So now these are more of our emergency, we don't have enough, and we need power now. These will kick in and help. So, just gotta go and more. Go back and see what our grid says now. So we are generating 800 kilowatts. And we are filling our batteries. We are no longer using our biomass generators, which is good because you can keep these around as a just in case. You know, I'm going to go ahead and add a third one as a just in case. I can't do that. No parts. Rods and plates. Always rods and plates. I don't have to have it here. This will give me 2.4 kilowatts of backup power. Go kill some more trees. those off. Now, fully prepared there. Grid. Yeah. Because it's getting ready to be nighttime, solar panels aren't going to work. So we'll go ahead and expand this. Just so that way the sun comes up. That's 1. 3. 4. 5. Oh, I need to just go a little bit more. That'll get us all 10 of our component down. You can put the panels however you want. Again, I agree with Nilaus's design principles of putting them down. Oh, our poles. That. These poles have a finite number of connections as well, so that's the only reason why I have to use so many. Good. Yes, now we have a maximum capacity of 2,500 megajoules, 2.5 gigawatts. Woohoo! More than twice what we need to power the DeLorean. 1.21 gigawatts. And we're producing, peaking out, almost a kilowatt. Make sure these still have enough gas. Kill some more trees. Oh. Slowly gaining. Good. That's our roads. Roads are full. Good. And these fill. Stop. These will store 100 each. And those are full, those will finish. This is full. Assembler's full. Good. That's full. Good. Alright, let's... Next up, electrical, which means we need wire and rods. So the shortest, right off of that. Love how we can just drag these out. No, I'm probably wasting them extending out the belts, but keep them consistently at the end. So, wires. Okay. We need rods. So let's start charting. Oh. Wait. This first. Right. 10 more science pens. What do we need for some rods and parts? Grab a stack of parts. Stack of rods. Once we have this, then we can go ahead and make the electrical components, because it requires 2 parts, which means, as I learned last night when I was through this base, that we need to have the 2-lane to bring it in on the side in order to be able to expand later if required. Sorry about that. This came out. Even though I'm apologizing to nobody, but hopefully somebody will be seeing this here shortly. Really need to get this automated. Okay, 2-lane. Okay. Make some more at it. Can't. So what I was just doing, saw me doing, was I realized I wasn't producing enough ore, which means smelters weren't keeping up, which is why I wasn't producing as many plates as now I'm actually, I've added more miners. So what will end up happening is this one will fill the belt first. This will supplement what this one doesn't. Those two combine with the same setup over here. Now when I redo all of this, make it to a more permanent setup, I'll actually be having these two empty into their own splitter to combine. These two into their own splitter to combine them, and I combine those two lines. So that way it then more evenly takes it from all four of the miners, or 8 eventually. Alright. Rods. Splitter. God, I'm nuts. There to like that, but that's what I have to do. Okay. All right. Stacks. Assembler. Thankfully, don't lose. Alright, so since we are due to cook odds, so wires. Then we need to expand our capability. assemblers. Expand the platform. This works. There we go. Stairs. Away. Us. Stupid, offensive, smelly tree. The bus. The scientist, fifth element, more light. See? Kill more trees. Alright. And kill more trees. Crafting. Good. Oh, this is fun killing trees. The only reason why we're doing this, that way we have our CYA, or hopefully when the power never is down. Status. So we're currently generating 3 megawatts on solar power. We're storing at 2 megawatts. We're using in upwards of 900 kilowatts. Not bad. Well, hopefully we'll never have to use the biomass generators. They're there as a just in case. And then this array can be expanded more, so that way it can be, so this is 3 megajoules with N. Yeah, I'm too tired for maths. So easy to get lost in this game. Belts. Stair. Stupid. like to make things hard for ourselves. All that, 2 belts. Go figure. So, currently storing. Requires parts and bonds. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's automate science pack. Science packs require parts and pods. These are slow, so I'm going to build it for 2. Extend it yet. Splitters. There we go. Separate, good. Inserters. Well, if they need to go on the belt, actually. Anyways. So the first one will greedily grab everything. Then it's full of what it needs. The IRB the dum-dum head. Oh well. I have some more plates now. Thankfully, if it's not expecting it, it doesn't pick it up. Now to get the right parts. apologize. I haven't been paying attention if you have added anything into chat. Now we have the right parts going. Sure they're good. One cool thing I noticed about this, I mentioned this earlier, but since you're watching, it's funny. The animation will start where your drill hits, but if you start your drill and then hit, it stays over on the side. No matter where you are, the animation starts where the drill hits. I thought that was funny. Started my main bus going. Automation of some of the stuff. Packs are being performed. Good. Sorry about that. Good, 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 good. Ground was I had to do power, not necessarily for station loader. Set to output. In order to be able, and when you set them down, if you hold right click, you can select have to set it. Sure. Do 500. Because it's... It's good. So you... Solar creates transfer 5 modular expanded that way. It's going to be belts, yeah. Cells. Can I reset? Space reference. Platform. Where'd my camera on? It's chatty. squares. Set how much I want. This makes 5 recipe, 6, 5. Getting close to 11. Everything is made from these. Much. These two lines are running continuous. King. They stop right at the. Hey, come here. Search. Faster balancers. Railings. 3 board. I make my own stairs. Faster balance 60. Yellows, reds, better. Science. much too much knee loads. Sound right. I really start. So cool. All right. And rods. Okay, stopped. Separate. Clean up. Yes. splitter here. Looks like my family's streaming. I hope you